Hey, good morning, y'all. So, I'm seriously allergic to the puppy. I tried not to be. So, we're gonna go outside together. Oh, hi, little bit. You wanna be on the camera? Say hi, little bit. Hi, a little bit. Okay, so we're coming outside. I got an inch of snow last night. The puppy has gone to live with his brother about 5 miles away with the lady that I was calling Auntie Alicia. She may become his fur mom now. We're coming out. I need a project to do. Distract me from feeling sad or whatever. But I need to get ready for camping soon. And so here's my tracker in my yard, and like I said, we got a little snow last night, and I'm starting to try to figure out, how am I going to camp in this thing? It's so little. So let's do a little video together. Oops, I got snow on the seat. I probably shouldn't have done that like that, but whatever. So I have brought my littlest tripod. Well, I only have 2 tripods, but this one is an ultrapod tripod, which is made for people who are hiking and camping. Hiker people, I think, like it a lot because it's really small and whatever. Let's see if I can. Whoops. I need to make the angle just a little different. Make the angle a little. There we go. Loosen the thingy up. Angle it more like that. I think we'll get you a better picture, and I can set it on the dash. I think that's going to be okay. And I'm going to go walk around and open the back door. So let's see if I can do a better job of some of this stuff for all of those wannabe. It's really hard to open that funky thing. There we go. For all of those people who are wannabe photographers that get pissed off at Lisa for not being much of a photographer, I'm putting it in the windshield. There we go. And so I already measured some things a couple days ago. Hey, you can't be in here. Little bit. The kitties can't be inside my car. What are you doing? Come here, baby. You can't be in the car. Anyways, I measured some things. I played with how the seats, come here. I played with how the seats fold, unfold, how far forward how far forward they can go, how they fold all the way back, like far. Can you see that? They fold all the way to on top of the seat, or if the seat was not in this position, it would go even further. That's the rear seat. And then they go forward quite a ways too. And then, like I said, I measured already. Now I'm going to go in the back, and let's see. Let me open the back door. Here we go. So now I'm opening the back barn door first, and then the removable hardtop window I'm lifting up. And it's a little, the sun's starting to warm up and melt this snow, so I might get a little wet. And little bit, don't get in the car. Little bit's just getting in and out of the car. Okay. I never had cats want to be in a car before. That's different. All right, the carpet back here is, I need to tuck it under the trim a little more in a couple of spots. And then this seat, you lift these 2 knobs. This one's harder to lift. Let's see what's up with that. There we go. You lift those 2 knobs, and the back of the seat folds forward. There we go. And that's the seat laying down that way. And then if you pull the thing, you can flip it up like this, and you have more space in the back. But that's the way that seat folds. It doesn't come out easily. You would have to take a wrench and remove it. Now, I don't think I want to remove it this early in the game. It's new enough to me. I like the idea of having the seat back here. So, what could we do? I've been watching some videos of people with two-door Jeep Wranglers, and they were using the edges, like here, to support a platform with the seats pushed forward, and they would just sleep up high because they were able to do that. And then they had lots of storage space. And there's the footwells for the back seat are real deep, so there's quite a bit of storage space back here. How am I going to do this? I could fit a board across here, but that would only give me that much. Well, that would be okay. I wouldn't like it forever. And here is a good spot, you know, right on top of this base. I could put structure across and then get to sleep inside. I think someday I want to go visit some places I've never been. And there are places that have, like, I've never been to Yellowstone. They have grizzly bears and stuff. And I don't think I want to sleep in a tent in grizzly bear country. I don't think so. And the other option I have, so I have the option of a small SUV tent back here. That's a possibility. I don't know how much I like that idea. Plus it's $300, I think, for the one that fits the smaller SUVs. And of course you can see I'm scooching. It's this is short for how tall I am. If I stand up all the way, you see. So it is a little shorter. And then the other option I have, which I love this other option, but I don't think I want to do it when there's a chance of either a mountain lion or a grizzly bear, and that would be the McLean hammock stand. And you either mount it in the receiver hitch on the back, or if you had one on the front. This one, I don't have one on the front of this. Or you could get the option, I'm walking around, you could get the option, hey, little pet. Oh no, big girl, come here. You cat! What is up with you all liking my new car? Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the McLean hammock stand, receiver hitch hammock stand, has an option to have a stand that there's an adapter for your tire, and then the hammock stand is on the side of the vehicle. And so, for example, I could put it on the driver's side and have access to everything on this side. That would be good too. Yeah, I don't want you all up in my car. No, I don't want you all up in here. I don't need cat hair in here. I've had so much allergy stuff. I am talking to you that way. That's true. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I need to be ready for the Northeast Arizona spring get-together, which is right around Passover time. Stop! And I need to be ready for May's Overland Expo in Flagstaff. If I get in on it in time, I think I'm supposed to be speaking. So I think I'm going to give some overlanding on a budget classes, talks, and then I fixed income kind of stuff, because the girl that did things last fall, great talk and everything that she gave, but she's a college student, and so I want to do the information from, you know, living off grid as my experience, being able to help people who are on fixed incomes and want to do these things, like me. You know, under $1,000 a month. How do I do all this shit? You know, sometimes the events I go to, I volunteer at them. You can get in cheap to free if you're willing to do some work and help them out. So volunteering's great. But okay, Oh, yeah, so I'm not quite sure. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet, but we're going to figure it out. And so let's start with that. And then I think I'm going to move the camera again on the little tripod. That snow runoff is melting right on the seat, kind of. I need to go. I wonder if you could see me if I put this up here. I bet you will be able to. I'm going to set the camera right on top of this back window. Oh, it's pretty crooked right there. All right. I have to go get up in my attic storage. I want to see if the old window shade things from the Cherokee, if they fit or if they don't fit. So I forgot some of my stuff from the Cherokee is up in that attic storage. That's one of those Sears fiberglass rooftop carrier things that they melt in the, they misshape, melt, whatever I don't know what word to write for that, but anyways, in the Arizona heat in the summer. So it didn't work well on the Cherokee. Well, I wasn't going to put it, actually. Truth be told, I wasn't going to use it on the Cherokee because I bought it cheap in Colorado in order to bring some stuff back with the Explorer when I was in Colorado. And I think I paid $50 for it, and it never had the right hardware or anything. So now I'm getting in. Woo! The seat's cold. Oh! Anyways, I'm getting in. We're gonna try my most of you know these things. Sunshade thingies for the windows. let's see if these fit the Tracker or not, because, you know, why buy new ones if I don't have to? So, where am I putting you in the meantime? Can I put you... That might work so you can kind of see. You know, normally I put the... Yeah, normally I put the... Oh, you know, the silver side out, and you put the black side to the inside most often. Although when I used a set of these in Vantucket in the side windows, I put the black on the outside. They kind of fit. They're big enough, that's for sure. They kind of fit. It's not quite right, but we could certainly use these to start with for a little while. They kind of sort of fit. It's not perfect, but you know, they would cover the windows if I wanted to sleep. So, all right, so we could still use those. I might at some point find a set that fits better, but because this is a little wonky. I also am having a little wonky mirror thing. I'm not quite sure what's wrong here. I'm thinking temporarily that I ought to be able to stuff something right in that little hole right there, so the mirror won't bounce around so much until I can figure out how to change that or something. Well, that's one improvement, one piece of help. All right. Whew. Cold fingers. All right, let's see what else is in this bag of stuff from the Cherokee. The old car stuff. Can I easily move that? I think I wasn't supposed to move the ball thing without loosening it. I probably just screwed it up, but whatever. You know, I try to do things. Oh, the Instaprivy guy at last Overland Expo. I bought the trash bag from him, which has nice clips and a thing. Anyways, that's a good piece of equipment that I might consider for this vehicle. But I've got a 23-0 rooftop privacy shelter that goes on a rooftop carrier, like a basket. You mount it on a roof carrier. This doesn't have a roof carrier on it, and I'm not sure I want to put one on it. I'd like to stay very minimal in this incarnation of this vehicle, so I'm hoping I don't have to use that. What's this? Oh, we don't have that kind of headrest. I had these nice little headrest clips. We don't have that kind of a headrest in this car, so those will move along. And what else is in here? Oh, let's see whether these shade nets, let's see if they'll fit my front door. If those will fit they were made for the Cherokee's back door, and they're a little square. I'm not sure they're going to fit, but if they'd fit, we could reuse these. Let's see if I put you... No, that's going to be hard for you to see. Let's see if I put you in the seat and I tilt you like that. You might be able to see me do some of this. I'm trying to be better at letting y'all visit with me while I do some of these. These feel too narrow for this door, but we'll try it anyways, but I think it's too narrow. So, let's see. Because they were made for that Cherokee's back windows were more square, and this has more of a bummer. They're close. You know what? I might be able to just open this edge, the seam, and yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably open the seam right here about, how far would I have to open it? Because it's long enough. Oh, 6 or 8 inches, and add just a little strip of fabric, and it would work. And then I don't have to buy new ones of those. That would be nice. All right, maybe I'll do that. I do have a little mini sewing machine. I don't have one good enough to do the kind of work I'm capable of doing. But I have one that'll do basic thin fabrics. And this is basic thin fabric, so I ought to be able to do that. Yay, there's another piece. That'll help. That'll make bug protection and a little shade for the front windows. Yes, I am moving the camera around, but I don't think this would bother you guys as much when I'm taking you with me. Well, there's 2 parts down. Yeah, I wonder if I don't have boards I could put across there right now. Well, I do, but yeah, I wonder if I can do that thing like other Jeepers do. And just put a couple of boards across, and then fold the seat forward. I don't have any platform stuff, but I only need this side to sleep on if I'm going to sleep inside the car. I don't think I'm quite ready to do that. I'm going to step away for a second. Okay, for example, a piece of wood that would be, I would need more structure than this. This is it's not even a 1x2. It's like a fur-in strip, but I got it out of some junk somewhere. I have a few pieces of things like that hanging around, and this one's too short, obviously. But for example, if I somehow, yeah, it's way too short. I can't hold it in that way. But the idea I'm thinking is, if I don't mess up the trim right there, I could put a piece across in front of the seatbelt thingy. Well, above there would lose me 2 inches. I might have a longer piece. Back here, you could see it this way. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. And so I could put like 3 or 4 pieces of wood across like this. It would be way up high, and I would have to only sleep in it. It wouldn't be for anything but sleep. Could I put it in the front of that trim? See, because I don't want to lose the seat and the seat belts. You know, the car's too new to me to do all that, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, or whatever. I just don't want to, like, change it too much to start with. I think we're all a little bit like that sometimes. Oh, that's so close. It fits on the front in a funky way here. Oh, because it's a little wider. And if I flip it over, because that piece is crooked. Okay, I would have to finagle that. But that is an idea, and it gives me a lot of freaking storage underneath. And if it's just a platform with some piano hinges that would allow me to use this side of the car all the way to the dash, or to the back of the seat when it's folded toward the dash, at least diagonally, it would give me plenty of space to sleep. It's not a perfect situation, but it's simple. It's so simple. Let's see if I have another board. Hey, get out of my car. Come on. Get out of my car. I don't want you in there. What are you thinking? I don't want kitty hair in my car. Come on. Come on out of my car. Come on, you big girl. Come on. Let go. Let go. Come on. That's a big girl. What are you doing in my car? Don't be in my car. Who you think you are? You think you're special or something? Show the people, big girl. Okay, there's big girl Kitty. She getting down because I don't want them in my car. I have cat hair and all kinds of things, issues, problems, because I'm allergic. Let's see, then this would go, okay. Woo, that's kind of cool. All right, let's see. It's kind of cool, but I know it's not the sturdiest pieces of wood, but it's a good starter thing. Look, I put it right here in the center, and it's sitting up by the vents in the front. It's just resting right now. This is not strong enough to hold me. No, not by anybody's stretch. But it's a general cool starter thought pattern that I could do that, because this, I like more headroom space, but it could work for camping. It so could work. And I know that I could sleep diagonally or front to back with a little. That's a possibility. It's a freaking lot of space underneath for storage. I don't need that much storage. But the only other way I can imagine, I think you can still see that. The only other way I can imagine right now would be, say, for example, whoops, let this rest here for a minute. Will it rest? Rest there for a minute. And move this one. Then the other option I would have would be to go, not across there. It would have to be across at that level, and I'd have to make legs, and that would put it down shorter, but it would still allow me to keep the, we would not rest it on the radio like I'm doing, but for right now, I'm just looking at the possibilities. And so with some legs, there is a space there for a leg. So the platform could be that high. That would be better. Then I could actually sit up in here. And so it could have some little legs on it. And then with the front seats forward, that's more of a I like that possibility better. Boy, the cat had muddy feet. Flip up seat. And then there's enough room right here by this wheel well. There's enough room to put a leg there or down in the footwell space. And there's still a lot of storage space. So, because I don't need that much stuff. I like that level better because maybe I can't sit all the way up, but I won't feel like I'm in a coffin. Okay, that was a bad analogy, but I won't feel so confined if I do that. Yes, I'm holding the camera away from me. I can't even see what I'm showing you right now. I'm brushing the cat paw prints off the thing. Yeah, that's good. Off the seat. Okay. So, well, that's a little bit of thought. I like that level better. I would have to have, let's see. I would have to have the you pull this up. And then this seat, it doesn't just move. You have to do two motions to make it move. There we go. See, there's a lot of space in here, actually. So it would have to be like this. So there'd have to be some leg things on whatever this platform was for me to leave the seat in for a while. I just don't want to remove it yet. I mean, if I find later on that I never use the back seat for anything, I could remove it, but it's taking out bolts. And I need to measure. I'm actually considering buying that little 12 volt, 12 quart Alpacool freezer so I can carry some more meat with me. It's what I'm thinking. If that would fit down in there, of course then, well, I'd have to move it if somebody came to ride with me. Or it could fit in this wheel well. I know it would fit in that footwell, but if I had to use the seat, that wouldn't work. And I have to, in order to run something like that, I'm going to have to invest in an accessory battery and accessory 12 volt outlets. I'm saying that quickly. But first I'll use the 300 watt rock pals first because it's portable and it's possible. And so I need to measure that little refrigerator. And if that fits easily, If that fits easily right here behind this back seat when it's folded this way, then that could be where it lives all the time. And so it and the rock pals could sit back here. And there's no 12-volt accessory outlets on this car. It's a 98. So the wiring would not have been thick enough, strong enough for us for me to use the cigarette lighter for accessories. Would not be wise. I would run the risk of actually melting the wiring, and I don't want to rewire a vehicle. So having the rock pals back here. Yeah, let me go see the dimensions on that little refrigerator. That might fit right in this area. And then with the rock pals, and every time I stop and I'm able to, I put the solar panels out for the rock pal, then that will keep that charged, keep the freezer running. I saw where somebody was running the freezer, I forget, 2 days or 3 days, I don't know, a pretty good number of hours on a 240 watt Jackery. And Rock Pal, same thing, it's just a different company. Jackery is a company, like Kleenex is a company, but they're all tissues. So these are all battery packs. Jackery is a brand name. Rock Pals is a brand name. Goal Zero is a brand name. And I would absolutely love to have a EcoFlow. I think it's EcoFlow River is the one I'm looking at, the 600 watt one, that I would love them to sponsor me. Wouldn't I love them to send me one to use? But because they're expandable, you can get extra battery pieces to add on to those. So that would be a nice thing. So this bag I brought out of the attic storage is my Atlas, and this is mosquito coils, some stuff for the car, and my cheap, I want the Sea to Summit water bladder, but I don't have that yet, and it's $50-$60. This was a $23 sun shower that has a thermometer on it. Thermometer's back there. I know it's cold out. It's and it's what I've been using for a couple of years on the road as part of my water system. So this is all stuff that was in the old car. So it needs to come in the car. It doesn't need to come in here right this minute, right that way. But for now, I'm going to let this stew. And I'm going to, top thing first. And I'm going to go back in the house. The wood stove, you can probably see the chimney and the smoke coming out the chimney. I need to go check the wood stove. I have oversized tires and a lift on this car. So when I close this door, I have to lift it up a little bit so that I'm not wearing out the hinges because the tire's heavier. There we go. And it's an older car. I don't want to wear out the hinges. So that's all closed up for the moment. We'll go stoke the fire, think about this a little bit, and then I have to start getting some laundry and stuff packed in the car for tomorrow. I'm going to go to St. John's. And while I was up in storage up there, I put the universal crossbars out. So that I could take those down to the auto shop. The guys are going to sell those for me. Look at my good kitty woos. They got another mouse, rat, something. Good goo. Look at that beautiful thing you got. Good girl. All right. For anybody, if that grosses you out, I apologize. I'm not trying to gross you out, but that's reality on a homestead in an off-grid situation where there's a lot of rodents. And that's why I have working cats. And wow, it's 73 degrees in here. It's warm. All right, I will see y'all later. I just thought you might have some fun working with me this morning. Ciao.